At 45 years, decades of rumors, whispers, and endless speculation. And finally, Damian Marley has spoken. That's right, the legendary reggae star has confirmed what so many fans suspected, or feared. In an emotional revelation that's sending shockwaves across the music world, Damian Marley has admitted, "He's not my father." But what does this mean for Damian's family, his fans, and the legacy of the Marley name? Today, we're diving deep into the untold story, the hidden truths, and the real-life drama that's been kept behind closed doors for far too long. Stay tuned. This is going to be a roller coaster you won't want to miss. To understand the magnitude of this revelation, we need to rewind a little. Damian Marley, born in 1978, is the youngest son of reggae legend Bob Marley. Growing up in the shadow of one of the most iconic musicians in history, Damian has always carried a legacy that is larger than life. For years, fans speculated about his family connections. Whispers circulated about paternity, hidden relationships, and secret truths. Damian was known as the youngest Marley son, a prodigy in his own right, producing hits that resonate worldwide. But behind the music, a personal mystery lingered quietly, only known to a few. Archival footage of Damian Marley performing, smiling with family, candid photos with Bob Marley. And now, after 45 years of living under a cloud of rumors, Damian has publicly addressed the question everyone's been asking. Is he my father? His answer? A revelation that's shaking the Marley name to its core. So what did Damian actually say? In a rare, no-holds-barred interview, Damian admitted that he is not my father. The statement was short, direct, and shocking in its simplicity. No sugarcoating, no diversion, just the truth, finally. For decades, fans assumed that Damian's presence in the Marley family automatically meant paternity lineage. But the reality, as Damian shared, is far more complex. He spoke about identity, legacy, and the pressures of being a Marley in the public eye. He explained how living in the shadow of fame often blurs personal truths, creating narratives that aren't always accurate. Clips of Damian Marley speaking in interviews, soft background music, interspersed with shots of him with family and on stage. The confession wasn't easy. Damian reflected on the impact of rumors, the expectations from fans, and the private struggles of growing up in a family that is scrutinized worldwide. His honesty, though shocking, has earned him respect for finally setting the record straight. Of course, a revelation like this doesn't just affect fans. It impacts the family, too. The Marley family has always been close-knit but complicated. Multiple relationships, children from different partners, and the weight of a legendary name create a dynamic that's intense by any standard. Sources close to the family suggest that this admission has caused a ripple effect. Some relatives were reportedly relieved that Damian finally spoke openly, while others feared the public might misinterpret the news. Family insiders hint at private conversations that have been going on behind the scenes for months, discussing the implications of Damian's statement and how it might reshape the family narrative. Photos of Marley family gatherings, Damian with siblings, candid shots with fans. And then there's the emotional side. Imagine living your entire life under the assumption of one thing, only to have the truth revealed in your mid-40s. It's a journey of self-discovery, identity, and acceptance, themes Damian has subtly woven into his music for years. Fans worldwide had mixed reactions. Social media exploded with tweets, posts, and video reactions. Some fans expressed shock, feeling betrayed by what they thought was an unquestionable truth. Others showed empathy, praising Damian for his courage and honesty. Commentators pointed out that Damian's music has always been about personal truth, social justice, and authenticity. In that sense, admitting the truth about his paternity aligns with the themes of his artistry: honesty, introspection, and resilience. From Jamaica to Los Angeles, from London to Tokyo, fans debated, does this change the way we view Damian's music? Some argue it doesn't. The talent, the message, and the legacy remain untouched. Others suggest it adds a new layer of depth, knowing the personal struggles he's navigated behind the scenes. Screenshots of fan tweets, YouTube comments, and news headlines reacting to Damian's confession. Let's hear Damian in his own words. During the interview, he emphasized that truth and transparency are essential, not just for him, but for everyone in the family. He shared that living with assumptions and rumors can weigh heavily on a person's mental and emotional health. Damian said, and I quote, "I've spent my life being defined by what people think, rather than who I am. Now it's time to set the record straight." He also discussed his journey toward self-acceptance, explaining that knowing the truth allows him to grow as an individual and as an artist. Damian acknowledged that this revelation might surprise people, but for him, it's a necessary step in embracing his full identity. Damian Marley in interview footage, somber lighting, emotional emphasis on his words. This confession raises an important question. How does this affect the Marley legacy? Bob Marley's influence is unparalleled, and his family has continued to shape music and culture globally. Damian's honesty reminds us that legacies are human, complicated, nuanced, and sometimes messy. Critics suggest that this revelation may spark renewed interest in the Marley family story, with fans eager to understand the full picture. Documentaries, biographies, and interviews could follow, offering insight into not just Damian's life, but the complexities of the Marley dynasty. Cut 2, montage of Bob Marley's concerts, Damian Marley performing, and fan gatherings celebrating the Marley family. The truth about paternity does not diminish Damian's achievements or talent. If anything, it adds a layer of authenticity to his journey. A reminder that even icons are human, and even legends have stories behind the public image. So, what can we learn from Damian Marley's revelation? First, honesty matters. Even when it's difficult, speaking the truth can bring freedom, clarity, and healing. Second, identity is complex. We are more than our assumptions, our labels, or our family names. And finally, legacy is not just about bloodlines. It's about the values, music, and impact we leave behind. Slow-motion clips of Damian Marley smiling, performing, and interacting with fans. Damian's courage to admit the truth is a reminder that even in a world obsessed with image and fame, authenticity still matters. His story inspires fans to embrace their own identities, face difficult truths, and live without regrets.